was never really good playing role of the puppet. Too busy being me to be concerned with perception of the public. Everyone is buzzing, but everybody ain't thinking about a budget. I want ownership in something. Niggas get they wings.
Now, Marcellus Wiley, I know something you don't want to do for sure is to go back and forth about people's past, your past or mine. I can guarantee you there are things that you've been accused of in your past you don't want to talk about. So let's keep it off past. Because suffice it to say, both of us have done things we're not proud of. Both of us have done things we either have atoned for or should. So let's stay where we are right now. I'm no more a gang member and a dropout than you are a football player. But where I am now, yeah, you graduated from Columbia. But do you think you're that much more intelligent than me? We both do the same things. Well, you're a podcaster, I'm a broadcaster. We both say things. You see things and you say them. I see things and I say them. I don't gotta go back to your past. I go by what you're doing right now. Right now. And what you are doing right now is helping a man who decided to make the world a darker place for people that look like me and you. That's what you've decided to do. That ain't your past. That's last week. That's today. That's something you do all the time. My dislike for you has nothing to do about what you did in your past. It's what you continue to do now by sane washing the stuff that's going on right now. By sane washing it. You can talk about my activity in a gang, but nothing I've ever done is as horrible as the things that you abide. And you and I both know what it's like to have somebody bring up your past. You and I both know what it's like to be accused of something you didn't do. But some of us grow up and some don't. Some of us trade places. That's, I think, what's happened to me and you. I've tried to do something about the things I've done. I've tried to do something about the ills that I see. You have signed on for them. I can't stand Marcellus Wiley. They all do the same thing.
Marcellus Wiley?
I don't like him at all.
Really?
I don't.
That's my man right there. He's a regular on my show.
Okay.
Why? Why do you not like Marcellus? This is the first time hearing this.
They make hating us convenient. They make hating us
really?
Yes.
I've never picked up that.
Okay.
Like we've had serious conversations about race and everything else like that.
I can only tell you this. I've given you my reasons. I think Marcellus, who the fuck do you know? What black do you know? Like, who the fuck is going to be Jason Whitlock's co-host? Like that, like, how are you?
I mean, not currently.
No, because they didn't want either one of them. They're unremarkable men who say the shit that white people...
I disagree on the Marcellus Wiley.
You disagree with me a lot.
I think Marcellus is dope. I think he's intelligent.
I think that Marcellus Wiley, like the shit that he just said about Jimmy Kimmel, all Jimmy Kimmel had to do was apologize. Jimmy Kimmel got his job back without apologizing.
Wait, Jimmy Kimmel did not get his job back without apologizing.
He apologized
on his first appearance back with his job.
Before he knew that Jimmy Kimmel would get his job back, he said, Marcellus Wiley said, all Jimmy had to do, if he would apologize, he got his job back. We got his job back without apologizing. I think Marcellus Wiley, I think that Jason Whitlock, I think that Van Jones make white people way too comfortable for me. They say a lot of shit that makes them comfortable, and I think that's their stock and trade. That is my estimation.
I haven't picked up. I'm not Van Jones. I'm not very familiar with. Jason Whitlock, I'm not a fan of. Marcellus Wiley.
Marcellus Wiley was Jason Whitlock's co-host.
I get that, but it doesn't mean that all his views are the same.
I think that Marcellus Wiley said
so many things. Can I get Marcellus?
You can do whatever you want. I'm going to say the same thing I say. Now, this is a little bit...
I don't know if I want to do this.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
I'm going to put my phone down.
I despise him.
Okay, I'm not going to... No.
I think that what he does...
If there was a chance of y'all working out, I would have gotten him on FaceTime, but this does not appear to be the situation.
When your goals are so different than mine. So
okay, so I'm going to say this. Based on my interviews with him, and he's been on, I think, about 3 or 4 times, I did not pick up on that. Now, granted, I'm not a black person.
Right, I am.
Right. But I have mixed kids, and you know...
You know me, so you can understand what I'm saying half the time.
Yes. So maybe I am tone deaf to certain things.
You know me a long time, right?
Yes.
I say what I mean, right?
No, yeah, I mean, I'm not
Whether
doubting
people
it.
Dig it or not.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's Kanye, I don't care if it's... I'll say what I mean, right?
I'll just disagree on this point based on my personal relationship with him. Now, you're allowed to have whatever, you know.
Thank you.
Whatever opinion. You don't need my permission, of course.
Just say what I feel.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit there with someone that I'm cool with, who's been a regular guest on my show and so forth, that's always been 100 with me and so forth. I'm not going to sit there and agree just because you feel a certain type of way.
Woosah. Oh my God. All right, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and make sure you support and donate to projecttransition.org below. Let's go. Oh man, I play a lot. Y'all know I play a lot because I just think people need to loosen up. But at the same time, never confuse that with me being a punk. No punk over here. So, DL, you decide that you want to go on Vlad's show and tell the world that you despise Marcellus Wiley. Who's that? Me. Yeah. Jason Whitlock as well. Van Jones, you said as well. But that's fluff. Let's talk the real. Okay. So why do you despise me? I'm going to listen to you as we do on this show. Use your words for you or against you. You despise me because Whitlock was my co-host, because you said that several times. Why does that matter? Like, first of all, that's a show that Jason Whitlock and I put together that had an all-black cast. Slick Rick the Bucher. But the point is, you despise me because I work with Jason Whitlock. Do you despise Matt Barnes? He was there. You despise Steven Jackson? He was there. You despise TJ Houshmandzadeh? He was there. You despise Jimmy Jackson? He was there. You despise Darnell Smitty? He was there. You despise Uncle Jimmy? All black people. Oh, it's because we were all in association to Jason Whitlock. No, it was just me. Okay. You also despise me because of Jimmy Kimmel. What? So you mad at me for Jimmy Kimmel because I said Jimmy Kimmel could have apologized in the moment. He could have apologized behind the scenes, but if he would apologize, he'll get his show back. And guess what he did when he first got back on air? Apologized. Because you know why? He was apologizing behind the scenes. I knew that. Actually got a loose connection to Jimmy Kimmel. But the point is, anybody can read those tea leaves and see why Jimmy Kimmel was in the position he was in. Simple as that. Is that racial? Because you're on Vlad's show. Vlad ain't black. And you on this show. Is that a problem? Is that an association issue? I just said something that was right about a white man, and you mad at me. But then you also mad at me when I got an all-black show. When are you happy? Golly, you too damn old to be distressed. Okay, so let's sum it all up, because you know what he really mad at. I make white people too comfortable, right? I make them too comfortable to come at black people. Look, I'm not looking at life through that lens. Look at this. If I'm right, I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. My color ain't saving me. And that's your issue, because you want a little bit of help. You want that handicap sticker, placard. You want to be the one that get the concessions because of your skin. And that is a backwards mentality. And we going to talk about how you still got the chains on in your head, brother. But I just want to let y'all know that this man is hating on me because I was right about a white man and I joined a all-black show. And he's supposed to be blackity black. All right, let's get into it. I just had to listen to you first. That was your issues. Now, what do I want? You just talking about, oh, Marcellus Wiley, yo. I don't like people that don't like the same things that I like, right? I make it too easy for white people to hate on us, and you said that, oh, he don't want what I want. Really? You know what I want? I want health, wealth, happiness, and peace for mine and yours. Do you want the same thing? And if you do, what you mad at me for? So, DL, I got a couple of things I want to get off my chest with you because you represent an intolerant mindset that I've always had an issue with growing up, right? And you're the type that wants black people to stay in line, stay on code, stick to the script, say it the way we're supposed to say it, act black. Even hearing the word act, I'm already off. I don't care what you say after that, but you want me to act black. Like I'm not black because of the way I act. The way I am. If I do it, it is done. If I am, it is. That's black. You keep thinking black is a certain way, certain style. And I'm going to tell you at the end of this video why you think like that and how you can fix yourself, even at the tender age of 60 or wherever the hell you are. I saw them hands. You can't hide your age with them hands. You look good up here, though, big dog. I still love you, but at the same time, your ass is old. Okay, here we go. Here's the mindset. D.L. Hughley obviously is a Democrat. Obviously. And the only reason I bring that up is because he thinks that he has to represent all things black, all things Democratic, right? If you listen to him, if you guys are fans of him, like I am, and you listen to him, you realize, oh, DL, they bought you. They paid for you. You still enslaved because you still on a plantation thinking that this is the way it has to be. Okay, I'm gonna ask you this, DL. If you think your way is the right way and you such a black thought leader, where have you led the black community? If you've been watching me, if you're a fan of me, obviously you are to some degree because you know so much about me. Let me tell you this. We have done shows breaking down minority groups, breaking down ethnic groups, by socioeconomic categories. And you want to know where black people are? Dead last or second to last in 17 of the major socioeconomic categories. And you leading? Well, if I'm leading people there, guess what? I should either abort the mission and change path, change course, or respect some other people's opinions, other people's thoughts, other people's paths. Because maybe that's the way. Because right now, that ain't it. But this whole aggregation, this whole summation that we all got to be the same, act the same, do the same, is the reason why we're in that position. I'm tired of hearing people that say the same thing. Only box I'm gonna be in is no box. Stop telling me about this box that you are living by. I'm gonna tell you at the end why you live by it, because you're scared. So I'm not the one. I'm not gonna let Joe Biden or
man, it's your boy James TV, man. We back for another video for the channel. And man, DL Hughley and Marcellus Wiley continues to go back and forth. So DL's responding to Marcellus's YouTube upload maybe a day or two ago, where Marcellus is responding to an interview that DL Hughley did with DJ Vlad, where he says that Vlad TV, I'm sorry, where he says that he can't stand Marcellus Wiley or I believe Van Jones, and he basically is saying that, he makes it, Marcellus and them make it okay for what they saying it's okay for what is being done to the black man in America, and for people to operate the way that they do, and basically saying that they make it okay for white men to treat black men the way that they treat black men in this country. Now, that's his opinion, right? That's how he feels. But, of course, as a man, you hear somebody, a fellow black man say that about you, you're going to be, yo, hold on, what's your problem, chief? So Marcellus breaks it down how he feels and, what's going on. And basically he brings up a part of DL's past, right? And, he's talking about, how DL came up, whatever like that. And, basically that saying that DL hides behind, the race card, everything not about race, this, that, and third. So DL's response is, we want to be talking about past. We got things that both got things now past that we ashamed of. And I just think, man, at the end of the day, them brothers need to sit down and have a conversation. A civil one, maybe mutual parties are involved. Because we're supposed to all be working towards the greater good. And these gentlemen are older men, right? They're older than me, right? I'm 38, right? They got to be well into their 50s or close enough, right? And again, when you say something publicly, somebody's going to respond, right? But y'all had mutual friends. If not, numbers exchanged, y'all both go on Vlad, so come on, man, them numbers could be exchanged easily. Hey, bro, look, I ain't appreciate what you said, this, that, and the third, but hey, another question, why you feel that way about me? Why do you feel that it's okay to say that I make it okay for these things to happen, right? Or I make people feel like it's okay for these things to happen, or for them to move the way that they move. It's like giving them confidence to play with us like that, right? Because at the end of the day, if that conversation is had in private, they can respectfully agree, or agree to disagree, or just, hey, yo, listen, dog, I'm not gonna rock with you, you gonna rock me. I understand your point, what you're trying to say, but I don't feel that that's valid about me. Hey, listen, going forward, let's just stay out each other way, and just keep it as a cordial respect, right? No, I hate this dude because of this, that, and the third. And really, that's all it is, right? We're talking about two grown-ass men, difference of opinions, egos may be flared up, like, and then again, for DL to say what he said, is offensive. But then to say it on the platform that he said it on is like, oh man, you gonna go up there and you gonna kick that man back in front of this gentleman that's not of the, you know, of the same cloth, right? So that's another way of looking at it. And then you also have the fact of, yo, dog, I understand how you feel, or that's your opinion, but why you had the dog in public, right? And again, when you respond to something like that, it's going to get a little tricky and it's going to get a little messy. And again, not taking sides here, because I can see the error of both gentlemen's ways, but this is crazy. Again, we look like we don't know how to handle our business in public. We look like we don't know how to have a respectful disagreement, right? So again, when they say, hey, what you're doing makes it okay, or make them think it's okay to be what they are towards us, right? But then this back and forth behavior, this banter, this constant disrespect. When a child sees the mom disrespect the dad, or the dad disrespect the mom, what do you think the child's gonna do, right? And not to say that that's the same thing, but again, if I see you treating something a certain way, or somebody sees somebody treating something a certain way, they think that they have the right to do it as well because they witnessed the behavior. And depending upon the action, consequence, repercussion, or whatever the case may be, depending on that will depend on how that other person reacts. Because if you say something disrespectful and somebody hits somebody in the mouth, that other person is watching the whole deal, was like, hey, I know not to say that to that person, right? And everything don't have to be solved with violence, but that's just to get the point across. If I check you the first time you do it, the person that come behind you to think they could do it, gonna be like, you gonna think twice, right? So again, it's not to say that, hey, Vlad would take his time when he catch an attitude to have a shot at somebody, or anybody could take that and say, oh, I'm gonna take a shot. But now it's like, it's all wide open. Y'all both done said what y'all said. It's a constant back and forth now. Because every time DL respond, Marcellus gonna respond. And vice versa, until somebody say, you know what, man, I'm not doing this no more. And at the end of the day, man, I think the gentlemen need to have a conversation. Because it's like, if y'all trying to fight for the same things, or if y'all think y'all fighting for the same things, y'all need to get on the same page with a lot of other people, right? Because a united front is a better front than no front at all. So it is what it is, man. Peace.